talking about some fitness related topics for as long as I can. This is my trip back home, so I'm going to talk for as long as it takes for me to get home. All right, and hopefully I can help some people. All right, so I was thinking about something. There was this. These people are good. You're not supposed to go right now. I was thinking about. What did I hear? Shoot, I'm blanking on it now. It's escaped. But what I want people to take from training and exercise is this one thing. You're going to try stuff and it's not going to work. And you have to be okay with that. You have to accept it. And I was trying to draw a parallel between social media, doing this, and fitness. And that's the parallel, right? When I was starting this, I was posting all types of content. I was posting me talking like this, not live, but it was me talking in this way. And it got almost no engagement. I probably get like 3 or 4 people looking at it. No responses, not even like, oh, stop talking. Oh, get out of your car. Nothing, absolutely nothing, no engagement. Like I said, I probably got about 50 people at best to respond to it. Okay, so I'm like, all right, well, that didn't work, obviously. So I had to change something. All right, so then I started doing reaction videos to basketball plays. It was just random stuff. And for some reason, that thing hit. I'd get 100, I'd get 400, I'd get 5K, 4K. Like, it went bonkers. Then suddenly I'm getting responses. I'm like, oh, this is so cool. But then you get the bad responses and you don't think those are so cool. And so you have to pivot, adjust, and do something slightly different, you know? And the parallel with fitness is very similar. When you're working out, when you're training, you have to keep in mind that you're probably going to try some things and they're not going to work. And I think sometimes, yo, what's up? How we doing? And sometimes when you're doing fitness-related workouts and stuff, you know, you may try one thing, one approach, and that approach doesn't work. And some people will stop and say, well, all right, well, it didn't work, so I'm not going to do it anymore. What's up? What's good? But you can't stop when an approach doesn't work. You know, it's easy. It would have been really easy for me to just stop posting and stop engaging and stop doing stuff. I'm doing good. I'm chilling. But that's the part that's really difficult. And that's the parallel that I wanted to make, which was, you know, when I was posting, nothing was happening. And I had to just, you know, adjust the program, adjust what I was doing to accommodate that fact, that variable. It wasn't working. Something had to change. And so when you start training, when you start putting together a workout, you got to just accept the fact that there's going to be some workouts, some exercises that you think will work, and they don't. They fall flat. Something's just not working. There's something about that exercise. Maybe you're too strong for that particular exercise at that particular time. Maybe you have to circle back to that workout, you know? And there's nothing wrong with that. And I think there's sometimes people think, well, if I don't do this exercise, if I don't do this workout, then I should probably not be working out at all. And that's not the case. What you got to do is just you change something, change some aspect of it. Maybe you increase the weight for the exercise. Maybe you decrease the rest for the exercise. Maybe you play around with the tempo. Maybe it's a little bit longer on the eccentric. Maybe it's a little bit shorter on the concentric. I don't know, but you got to. What I want people to do is to continue trying, to continue training, to not just give up. One of the Stoics says, just keep the rhythm going and you'll figure it out. When you think about exercise, you're going to be doing it for the rest of your life. You're trying to keep your body in the best shape that you can keep it in. and which means you're going to be doing this for the entirety of your life. So find a way. Hey, what's up? Find a way to keep going. Don't stop. Keep the rhythm of exercising. Maybe you don't do legs today. Maybe you come in and you're just working on flexibility. Maybe that's the unlock for you. But you've got to figure it out, and don't just stop and don't quit when those things don't happen the way that you want them to happen. And that was just something that was on my brain as I was, driving today. Like, just find there's a parallel between, figuring out something in another completely different context of your life and having that parallel with training and fitness as well. But that was what was on my mind. I was trying to think if there's anything else that caught my attention. So usually in my past life as a strength and conditioning coach at the college level, quite often you'd have, we'll just talk about doctors in general. We'll take the fitness related personnel out of the equation. Doctors. You would notice, and this is me having worked with a variety of different injured athletes, you'll notice that the doctors that worked out, they would be more aggressive and more open to a more aggressive training regimen than doctors that have never worked out themselves. And you know that because you can just look at it. And the reason why I say that, because it's just kind of off the cuff and it seems like it's out of nowhere, is that everybody has their own perspective on fitness. You may find somebody else that talks about fitness just like I do, that has almost the same qualifications as I do, and has almost the same level of experience as I do, and they may see exercise and fitness in a whole different light. And you'll find this in a variety of different industries, whether it's in education, whether it's in engineering, whether it's in fitness or health and wellness. You'll find that there'll be people that just see that industry in a completely different way. And they're both right to some degree, because there's room in most industries for individual variations, for you to, assert yourself in an individualized manner under the umbrella of fitness or kettlebell training or powerlifting or Olympic weightlifting or speed and agility. There's room for you to put your twist and your flavor on the things that you do. And I think people sometimes that consume, fitness think there's the right way. But the right way is the way that doesn't get you hurt. And within that, there's a lot of room, a lot of wiggle room for people to make their own interpretations and to put their own spin on training. And I think sometimes it's because we like the person that we think that this is the right way. I remember when I first started in the industry, I'd be looking for somebody who was doing something, and the person that was doing that thing, I thought they were doing it the right way. This is the right way. But that was their way. That was their way of seeing the problem, and that was their solution to the problem. But as you get more experience in any industry, you start coming up with your own solutions to your problems. What's good? What's good? And so you have to just keep that part in mind when you're doing training, for sure. The person that you're working with, they have their own way of looking at it. I find it hard to believe that every single trainer will have the same perspective on fitness and same approach on fitness. We all have things that we see that are different, and you've got to find one that works best for who you are and what you want out of the equation. But you got to give them some time to see what they think about it, and it may mean that you have to train with them for a little bit to see what makes the most sense for you, and to see if you guys are on the same page. And if you're not, that's cool. Find another trainer that works for you. But I just wanted to throw that out there too, that there are going to be people in the training industry that have different approaches. And you just have to keep that part in mind. All right? I'm going to get out of here. I'll probably do another live when I get back home. But right now, I'm going to take a break for a little bit. I've been chatting. But everybody take care. I'll see you in a little bit, maybe. If I don't see you, have a great and beautiful day. All right? JD in the car talk.